Hello WPS and HardDrive reps, this is David Cook, the UCLEAR brand sales manager. I understand a lot of you guys are getting those UCLEAR auto samples. Most of you are fairly happy about that, but what I do know is that all of you are, for the most part, getting a chance to look at it, to try it, to get to know it, and that there's going to be a lot of questions. So I thought I'd do a very quick run through, absolutely not a professional video, and this is only for WPS reps. Where I'll just show you guys a couple of the basics to, kind of just a run through that will help you in terms of getting a head start on it. So the first thing that I'll just show you guys is, just getting it paired to a phone and then getting it paired to ClearLink. A couple of the basics that need to happen. So pairing it to a phone, process is always the same. You hold down the up and the down arrows at the same time for about 2 seconds. Unit will start flashing red and blue. Then you're simply going to go to your phone Bluetooth menu. And this particular unit is called MI5. I'm going to click that. And when it connects, the unit will go back to just single flashing blue. And then on my other phone, you can see connected for call and media audio. Okay, that's how you connect it to a phone. That's all it takes. That is also the same way that you would connect it to any GPS device or a communication system built into a motorcycle like the Goldwing, anything that Polaris makes, Indian or Garmin. Okay, so now that we've done that, we know that our single blinking blue and that we're connected. We know that we can play music, so I can go over here and just pick a song and play some music. So we know that part's working. We know that it's ready to make and take phone calls. That's simple enough that I don't think I need to demonstrate that. So we have it paired to the phone. Now, whenever possible, the next thing we want to try to always do is be paired to ClearLink. So on my phone, I'm going to go ahead and pause the music, which I can do with either a single tap or I can just hold my hand over the gesture sensor. Okay. So now that you've downloaded ClearLink, either on Apple or Android, you're just going to click connect. And there is the name of the device, MI5. Okay, it's connected. It's showing my battery life, my firmware level. First thing in ClearLink that a new user should know where to find is the manual. So the full user manual is in ClearLink, and it's also on our website, and it's also in the Brand Manager folder on the sales website. So if you go to the PDF here, full manual PDF, you can pull that right up on any phone. And again, it's on the website. But right here, the full user manual does make this a lot easier. You can see all of the device LED indicators. It goes through installation on helmet, from the speakers to the controller. It's showing you how they plug in, what way to face them. And then we get into pairing it to a phone, which we've already done. Download the ClearLink app, we've already done. Connect it to ClearLink. Then we get into things like mesh intercom pairing. So to show you again the pairing process for Motion Series, I've got 3 units here. On Motion Series, all we need to do is turn all of the units on, and they should be single blinking blue. And then on each unit, we're going to hold down the top quick access button for about 4 to 5 seconds until we go to pairing purple for the LED. This is what you'll do with your dual kit, only you'll only be doing it with 2 of them. The idea is just that everybody goes into pairing mode using that top button, and then anyone in the group can tap the power button to launch the pairing. So I'll just pick that one. These guys are now double blinking green, which indicates that it is in intercom mode and paired. This last one is in intercom, and it continues to blink purple for an additional 15 seconds, just in case anyone's joining late. But it is paired in, and it will automatically go green on its own. All 3 are now paired. So being that that's the case, I'll show you how to turn intercom off and intercom on. You can pick any unit and do this. I'll pick this one again. Down arrow for 2 seconds turns intercom off. You'll see that all of them just went blue. That just turned intercom off. And now anyone in the group, I'll pick this one, can do the opposite, hold the up arrow for 2 seconds, and that will call everyone back into intercom, and you'll see that they'll now go, oh, they're calling in. Okay, so now you'll go to double blink green on all of them. So that's intercom. Intercom on, intercom off. As you can see, because it's mesh, I can turn off any one of these units, and the other ones will continue to stay in intercom without interruption. So we'll pick this guy. I'll turn it off by holding down the power button for 3 seconds. Okay, you see that these guys are still double blinking green. They were not interrupted for intercom. If I turn this back on to simulate rejoining the group, since these two are still in intercom mode, they will seek this one out automatically. And within 15 seconds is the typical longest time frame. This will reconfigure. It will recognize there's one that's been left out, and it will automatically pull it back into the group. It does take typically about 15 seconds. Oh, it's finally doing it. Okay. So as you can see, all I had to do is just give it a little wait. These guys reconfigured, and when they did that, they discovered the other unit here. So let's get out of intercom mode. We've got music playing here, and then I'll show you guys the basic demonstration on the gesture sensor. So this is your gesture sensor window. You can toggle it on or off by triple tapping the top button here or in the app, okay? The basics are that you put your hand right over the sensor for the up arrow and above the sensor 3 to 4 inches for the down arrow. So if these arrows are single tap for volume, up or down, and double tap for music track, up or down. So if I want to use the gesture sensor to do that, then I just do the, let's say for music down, I would go a couple inches above, and all I have to do is just go like that. And I raised it again. I raised it. Now if I want to lower it, I'll go a couple inches above. And you can hear it start to go down. It's getting a little quieter each time I do it. Track change, again, is a double tap on either arrow. So track forward would be double tap on the arrow, or with the gesture sensor, you would go 1, 2. I'll do that right now, and I'll change the track. 1, 2. And there we have a new track. Pausing and playing music is the same. You simply hold it 3 to 4 inches above the device for 1 to 2 full seconds. 2. And I can redo it the same way. Let me get this other angle for you. 1, 2. And then music's back on, okay? Those are the basics of the gesture sensor. You'll have to play with it, get used to it. You can also pause and restart music by tapping the power button once as pause, and double tap is play, okay? Back to the app. Configuration menu is very important in this app. Some of the things that are extremely important are going to be things like adjustable noise cancellation profile. So by clicking on that, you're able to adjust the level of noise cancellation being applied to your headset. So if you have a really loud machine, you would move that up. On a bicycle, for example, you might move it down, then you can talk quieter and softer. But up here on a loud machine, you're drowning out more engine noise. So as simple as that looks, it's very complicated and very useful feature. Voice answer on or off simply means that when your phone call is coming in, if voice answer is turned on, all you have to do is say hello or pick up, it will answer the call. If you want that feature off, then in order to answer a call, you would do 1 tap on the power button to answer it, okay? Voice prompt on or off. Voice prompt is the situation that where you hear it talking to you saying intercom connected, volume up. It's just giving you feedback. You can choose to turn that off, but it's useful to have it on at the beginning. It helps you verify that you've given it proper commands. The graphic equalizer is fantastic. If we play our music and then change the graphic equalizer, you can immediately tune this to your own desired sound. And you can hear the difference immediately and same thing with the balance. Okay, so these come defaulted to like a center level, but by going up a little on bass and treble, typically people are like blown away by the sound. Okay. Gesture sensor is currently turned on. It can be turned off again with the 3 buttons or here. I'll just show you that. Right now you can see gesture sensor on. If I tap this 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and you look back at the app, it shows you that it's off now, okay? Another item that you'd want to definitely get to know is the U-Safe impact sensor. In order to set this up and use it, you're going to need to hit ARM. Your phone may at that point tell you that you need to turn on your GPS location. Depends on if it's already on or off. Once you've done that, you can click on the menu here. And what you're going to do is set up your information first. David Cook, phone number, email, primary emergency name, phone number, email, second and third. I keep Kyle Gills in here as my third. That way, every time I do this, he has to get a text and an email. It's fun for me. The primary emergency person that you put in here, though, doesn't just receive an email and a text when you have an accident. They also get an automatic phone call. Okay, so this is where you're demonstrating it to a dealer. You would put them in as primary emergency name, emergency phone, emergency email if you can. And that way when you demonstrate it, they will get email, text, and phone instantaneously. After you've put in all the information you want to put in, and you don't have to put in all 3 contacts, you can just put in the 1. You will click Register Update. It will say Update Success if you've done it properly. One important, very important note that if you look at all these phone numbers, okay, they do have to be internationally coded so that they'll work anywhere in the world. So it requires you to put a plus sign plus country code. In the US, it will always be 1208 or 1, whatever your area code is. So plus sign 1208. That is in the instruction manual. One thing I wanted to add about when you click the Register Update button is that when you do that, anybody of these contacts, any one of these contacts where you put in their email, they will instantly receive an email letting them know that they have been registered as an emergency contact by you. And it tells them what U-Safe is, why they've been registered, what it does, and where they can go to our website to learn more about it. So that not only serves as marketing, but more importantly, it lets you and them know, what's going on and, that everything is functioning. You've got good contact info there. As far as being able to finally test it and show it off, little product peacocking, you'll hit the Test U-Safe button. It will remind you not to put 911 in for these tests, and then you would click Proceed. Once you've done that, it's going to recalibrate the device so that it only takes a very small tap in order to set the sensor off. Normally it would take a pretty big drop. It tells you here, please knock the U-Safe unit or the UCLEAR unit to trigger. All you have to do is a tap on the table, and there it is. It's going off.
Crash message will send in 30 seconds. Press power button 3 times or say I'm okay to disable emergency notification.
Okay, so we see that the crash message is playing. Additionally, on the phone, you can see the message going on the phone here. You can click I'm fine, you can click the power button 3 times, or you can say I'm okay, and that would disable it. We're going to let it go through so we can see the test all the way through. So crash message is going out. You're going to start seeing these come in. So as you can see, it did dial immediately to my other phone. In addition, here comes all that information coming in from texting and emailing. You can click on this and see rider information. For testing purposes only in this case, the actual crash message is more involved. You got your GPS location link, a link to nearby hospitals. You can click on that GPS location link, allow it to go to Google Maps on this phone. I am in the Fly conference room. So there we go. You can see Fly Racing, 601 Gowan Road. You can go back out, click on the hospitals link, allow it to go to Google Maps. And what it's going to do is show a list of all the nearby hospitals to the crash site. So there they are listed out with contact info. And here you can see all the medical facilities around Boise, as well as the crash site where I am. Okay, so in addition to the text And the emails that go out to all 3 contacts, automatic phone call. All right, so that's going to happen instantaneously in front of your dealer. Okay, so those are some of the things that I wanted to make sure you guys had a chance to see firsthand. Play with them. Hopefully you'll really enjoy getting to know this thing. It is different than the other units, but with a little bit of time, you'll be, second nature. I hope that you will demonstrate some of these to your dealers, but don't, in my opinion, don't spend too much time on the tech, on every single feature. Best practice I've found is that they're just as interested, if not more interested, in the margins, the POP kits, the MSRP map, the Amazon control, and then the demonstration is almost icing on the cake. So if you pick 2 or 3 of these features well and know them well, you can demonstrate USafe, gesture sensor, graphic equalizer, talk about the adjustable noise cancellation. If you do a couple of those things, you've got enough there to give them an idea how solid this thing is, and you'll be able to gauge whether or not they're interested enough to bring it in. Well, I hope that's been helpful to you guys. I'm sorry for the shoddy camera work and editing. It's not my thing, but I really wanted to give you guys a little bit of a head start. Consult that user manual, give me a call, give me an email. I look forward to seeing what you guys can do with this product. Thanks.